Good morning, students. Today we will go through the next video in the series How to Write Literature Review. This video will focus on the steps in writing a literature review. Okay, these are the steps in developing a literature review. First step is select a research topic. You have to choose a topic of current interest. The goal is to summarize and evaluate the findings related to that topic. Pick a research topic about which articles are continuing to be published. You just Google the research topic and look for the articles published related to that topic. Okay, after choosing the topic of interest, second one is choose a well-researched area related to the research question. Okay, an area that is well defined and well studied will give you more lines of research to choose from. So you can look for the lines of research. Lines of research means more research done on the topic that is chosen. So you can focus on which area you want to get more information about. A line of research is a particular series of published articles on the same topic. If you are looking for a topic, complications of diabetes, line of research will be what are the various complications of diabetes, complications related to eye, related to kidneys, related to skin, related to uh, um, nerve, like that. Okay. An area of major research interest will have several lines of research. So you have to focus on which line of research you are interested in. So choose a well-researched area related to the research question. That will be the line of research. So you have to focus on it. Which area you are going to collect information about. Then you may be finding that the area is so broad. So you have to narrow your topic area. How? It is far more satisfying for both the writer and the reader if you restrict your topic and cover it in depth. So you restrict a topic to some refined area or defined area and focus on it more. So you can get in-depth information about the topic. So that will be good for the researcher and for the reader. Comprehensiveness and narrowness of the topic go hand in hand. Okay, so it should be more comprehensive. Okay. At the same time, it should be in-depth also. Write about what interests you. Okay. If you are interested in the topic, you are likely to already know something about it, which will make it easier to gather information. So you have to think, or the team members has to brainstorm and find out what is already known. And from that, you have to prepare learning objectives to find more information. And each area should be searched for. So more studies published on that area. So you have to look for the primary research, secondary research, and a tertiary source. Okay, primary research means original research article. Secondary source means the articles which are quoted by others, like in systematic reviews, meta-analysis, like that. Tertiary source means will be textbook. It will be having information on primary source and information on secondary source. So you have to get more information about what you know about the topic. Okay. Do a preliminary search. You go to Google and do a preliminary search. Visit the library or do online literature search. Okay. Some of the university libraries will have lot of database like ProQuest, Science Direct, okay, Clinical Key, and a lot of information will be available in the library. So visit the library or do online literature search before you decide on the topic. So just have a preliminary search. Then search for helpful activities. What are the helpful activities? Some articles will contribute more than others to your understanding of a topic. So you have to read more articles so that you can refine the research topic. Sometimes you can find a pivotal article that can serve as the foundation for your study. So one article published in America or one article published in Canada that can give you a lot of insight to the topic, or you can get lot of references at the end of that article. So that can be the pivotal article that can help you to find more articles and get more information, which can be the um, the foundation stone for your proposed research. Okay, the references will lead you to similar studies. So there may be lot of references at the end of that pivotal article. So you can search for that article. Many of the research article full text may not be available. So you have to request the author for full text or request your library to get full text article. Sometimes your university may have subscribed to that journal. So you can get full text article from your library. Okay. Then find readable articles. Some areas of the research will be harder to understand than others. So you have to get for some easily digested information. Some of the articles will be very difficult to understand. Some of the authors may be uh, high level experts. Their wordings, their language may not be understandable. So you have to find out some article which is easy to understand. If researcher is able to understand, he will be able to write it in a simpler way so that the common man will be able to understand. Okay, some areas of research will be harder to understand than others. Scan research article in the topic areas you are considering to decide on the readability of research in those areas. So you find out the article which is easily digestible and easily understandable so that you can write it in your literature review in a simplified format, what is already known about the topic. Then, after that, after collecting the literature, you have to read the article. Read all the articles which are downloaded. Okay, read multiple times and by multiple people. If I am reading the article multiple times, my understanding will be same only. So you please ask your team members also to read and make a report of that. Okay, one study is downloaded. I am reading the article. I will give to my team member also to read the article and write the findings. Then, if some finding is missed by me, will be identified by another person, right? So that's a. So we have to prepare an evidence table in the given format. Evidence table should be filled for each of the articles. What all information to be filled? First is the title of research. What is the title? Maybe complications about diabetes in among patients in Malaysia or something. Author and year of publication. So you have to mention Mr. XYZ 2022. Where it was done? It was done in this mentioned hospital, government hospital of this city. Okay, understood? Who was the participants? So you look for the sample size. Oh, it was done among 150 patients. What was the research question? Research question means this study was done to evaluate the complications of diabetes among patients admitted in the hospital. What was the research design and methodology? So you have to mention, okay, it was a cross-sectional research, uh, it was a longitudinal research or follow-up research, whatever is the methodology you have to mention. Then sample size and number of studies in case of systematic review. Sample size means how many participants were there. Earlier, who was the participants means you have to mention who was the participants. Maybe patients with diabetes admitted in the hospital. Sample size means how many number and the number of studies. If you are reading a systematic review, they may have mentioned 50 studies were included in this systematic review. So you have to mention that. Then you have to mention the main finding. They have mentioned, okay, among the patients, neuropathy was the most common complication, followed by ophthalmic complication or renal complication, like that. So what are the main findings? Then you have to cite the article in which format you need. Can be APA format. APA is American Psychological Association format, or Vancouver format. You have to cite it. So these are the components of evidence table. So whichever article you read, please note down all these components: title of the research, author and year of publication, where it was done, which hospital or which city, which village, who was the participants, was it a patient or normal individual, what was the research question, okay, what was the research design and methodology, sample size or number of studies included in the systematic review, what are the main findings. Then cite the article in the format, required format. Okay. Then last one, write the literature review. Okay. What is that? Arrange the review of similar studies under various subheadings. So, complications of diabetes. Then you have to give some articles on diabetes. Okay. Some articles on clinical presentation of diabetes. Some article on complications of diabetes. Some articles on the reasons for various complications or factors influencing various complications. Like that, you have to make different subheadings based on research questions or hypothesis. Include all the required information from the research article. All the required information, you have to follow the evidence table. Then write citation in APA or Vancouver style or Oxford style, whatever style, based on the citation software you have. Okay, is it clear? The next step, next video, we will discuss on how to critically appraise the articles for literature review. Thank you.